Hello, everybody, and welcome to session 28 of Aneria, The Shattered Realm. Woo-hoo! I'm so excited for tonight. Once again, we are missing Torrey, both literally and mentally, yeah. So
put a sad face in the comments if you too missed Torrey.
She should be back in the next couple weeks here. But
amazing job.
Yeah, she's doing awesome with her theater work, so we're excited to... We got one coming up for her, too, that we're excited to go see.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But that is not what we're here to talk about tonight. Tonight we're talking about D&D. But
I thought you were going to say, tonight we're talking about Diablo. That's all we're talking about.
Pretty much that's all we've talked about so far. But no, tonight we are talking about D&D. But first, we want to talk about our Patreon. Yeah. We have one. And if you want to see these episodes 2 days early, we release them on Monday, as well as bonus content like some great watch-alongs that we've done. I've got some good little stuff in the works, including a special Aneria one-shot that is coming here.
No matter when you join, you get all the previous stuff as well.
You won't have to worry about that. So feel free to join. That's at the $5 tier, but we also have just a $2 tier if you feel like donating a couple bucks and saying thank you. Also, don't forget to check out the other channels that the people on this program put out. Tori's got her How to Nerd. Dallin has his Dallin Ruins Everything.
Pretty much.
Some great discussion about live-action anime this week, which was really good. So if you want to check that out. And then, of course, we stream every Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Try to. Yep, try to. Whether it's painting or drawing, or I think the plan this week, which will date this video, is to play Diablo. Yes. So if you want to check out just the randomness that we do, come hang out and just say hi. I think that's it, except for Syrinscape. We always love the cow, and we love Syrinscape for providing wonderful little sound effects for our game. But
yes, we love the cow.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
We love the secret cow level as well.
All right, we each get 2 Diablo references tonight. I can't limit it to 1 because I know how excited we all are. And then, of course, like, comment, subscribe, Toll the Dead, do all that fun stuff. That we'll just blow through that really quick. Let's go ahead and get started tonight with exactly where we left off. In fact, the battle map is pretty much exactly where we left off last time.
No, we're not hiding the snacks. I don't care who says, "Ooh, the snacks take me out of the..." Whatever. Go play a D&D game. There's snacks.
Yeah. The party...
I will die on that hill.
We'll do a nice little Vanna White.
I've already gone off. Sorry. The party met with a Dragonborn, the head of the Fishers Guild, if anybody remembers her name.
It's not Revan.
Torrent? No.
Torrent was the guard that...
the Glimmering...
Nalmal Ushfire?
Yep. Namal Ushvir is her name, and she kind of spoke with you at length, getting an idea of where you came from, who you are, that sort of thing. She mentioned that Fred was being handled separately, so that basically Nyrod, the dragon, the destroyer, had taken a personal interest in what happened and why she was basically being imprisoned to see him. He's probably never had somebody try to kill for him before, which is interesting. We'll see what happens there. But you were given a task to go find Namal's brother, Ravan. And he had been kind of talking about his deity. He was a paladin of kind of a chaotic being of some sort, and he had left on the lake and hadn't been seen since. So you went off to the area where he was last spotted, or his ship was last spotted, and found a small cove, inside of which was a rather smooth and unnatural tunnel leading into the mountainside. You followed that along up to a fork in the road. You took the left fork in the road, and you headed into a small cavernous room that had an unearthly chill in it, with 3 frozen bodies and Ravan, who had been turned half to ice and declared Aramis his first kill in his goddess's name.
Sure sign of demonic presence.
Yeah. That's 2, actually. You had the cow level one.
It's gonna be a long night.
It's going to be a long one, yep. You were able to defeat him and the ice sculpture guardians that he created from his former comrades, and you knocked him out, tied him up, and that is where we kind of left off with you guys deciding what you wanted to do next. So let's just go ahead and pick it up from there. You're in this cavern. Ahead of you, I'm going to go ahead and just give you a little bit more information now that you have a little bit more time to look at the chamber around you. There's about a 1 foot step up between the north side and the south side. It's sort of like the last 20 feet of the north side of the cavern, which is where that other door is right there.
Almost like a dais.
Yeah, it's almost just like it's just like a raised platform, but not enough to actually have a step up in represented on a battle map, for example. And at the end of that is a stone door that looks sealed shut, and it has the etching of a flame on it. Okay. And then there are 2 alcoves off to the side. One of them appears empty, with a little bit of crumbled stone around it. And the one on the right, if you're facing the door, and then the one on the left appears to have something in it, but it's hard to make out without going over to investigate it.
And remind me, did we restrain him?
Yes.
Last time?
Yeah, he's tied up.
Yeah, he's all tied up.
Him? Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure that was.
And I believe the plan was to continue on because you thought there might be more going on here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to that door with the flame etching on it and see, are there any runes or arcane sigils anywhere?
Roll me an investigate check. We'll see if you can find anything.
How about an 18?
18. You don't see any arcane runes or anything on the door. However, in your investigations, you look down and you do see a small depression at the bottom of the door that almost looks like it could hold something, and it's stained kind of a reddish color.
Okay. I'll point it out to everybody and just kind of...
And there's no door handle?
Nope, there's no door handle.
Perhaps,
the only thing is that depression and the 2 alcoves.
Perhaps fire might be the way to open this. Does anyone have anything wooden or rope or something? I guess I got rope.
I mean, I've got a torch.
Yeah, I mean, we can just use a torch.
Use a torch.
I think we actually had one on the way in.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
but before we do that, I want to check out over here, and I want to go to the left side of the room.
The left alcove.
You said it was kind of hard to see into.
Yeah, so
and I'll bring. So I still have the my gauntlet lit up with light, so I'll go over and.
Yep. So the left alcove here has kind of a little bit of a plinth, like a stone plinth that looks like just a rough hewn stone pillar, and on top of it looks like a stone disc that has been cracked down the middle and covered in soot. And there is writing on the plinth that's kind of been carved into it, and that writing says "God of Broken Systems."
Remember.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's any magic coming off of it, or if it's magical?
Sure, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
19.
19. You get the sense that there is something about this area that has a specific purpose. It doesn't feel magical in the arcane sense. It feels more divine.
Okay. Is there anything in Celestial on it? Because I can read that.
No, there isn't any Celestial. Just that one phrase that says "God of Broken Systems" that's been roughly carved into it unceremoniously.
I want to reach out and... you said it's broken?
The disc on the plinth is, yes.
Is it laying flat and then cracked, or is it...
It's kind of on a little pedestal holder thing, but it is cracked.
I want to put the 2 halves together and use mending.
Okay, so you're gonna take a minute to start mending it. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As you do, you are brushing away the soot on the front of this too, so you can see what's beneath. What are you 2 doing during
I'll go
this
to the other
minute?
alcove.
Okay.
Is the prisoner in the Bjorn, or is he just on the ground?
He's just on the ground at this point.
I'll just kind of be keeping an eye on him and looking around in that vicinity.
Yeah, we determined he's too large for the Bjorn.
All right, so you're checking out the plinth. What were you?
I'm going to be watching the prisoner, basically on guard, just kind of pacing around and checking out the area, but not necessarily investigating something specific.
Okay. So the altar on the right, the crumbling stone appears to be like the remnants of a statue almost. You can see little tiny pieces, but it's hard to make out what any of it was because it looks like it basically crumbled off of it completely. And then it's the same kind of stone plinth, but there is a circular hole in the top that looks like you can reach down into it.
Okay. I will.
Okay. So you reach down and you feel around. You can feel like deathly chill inside of it.
It's all warm and slimy.
And you pull your hand out and it's got like frost covering it, like permafrost, but there doesn't appear to be anything in there.
I'm a bit confused by all this.
What have you found?
I'll just show you my hand. It's like melting.
Yeah.
Did you learn a new spell?
I don't think so.
Chill touch.
The real chill touch.
The real chill touch, yep.
Interesting. It's only when you're in this space?
It's only when I stick my hand in this. Oh.
I'll come over and try and take one of my daggers. Does it affect the dagger?
Which dagger are you putting in there?
I'll probably use Shadow Song just because he's the go-to.
Okay. So you stick the dagger down in there, and you kind of feel it shaking a little bit in your hands.
Can I pull it out? Does it?
You try to pull it out, it does not pull out. You start tugging and tugging and tugging. Give me a strength check.
Oh no!
I'm gonna give you a panic check too, because
my father's blade.
Strength check is that one.
That one, yeah. You are
Panic attack.
You are full on hand in the thing, feet up on it, and you're yanking as hard as you can.
Quickly help me!
We'll run over there. And...
He's trying to eat my Shadow Song.
Let's see. What can I do?
Do you yell out?
Blow
Help
up.
Yes, I will.
Am I done with the mending at this point?
Not yet.
The only fire that I have is fireball, but I don't want to blow off your arm. So, what about...
Take the arm. It's not important.
You lose the arm, it goes down with the knife.
Please, what gods are listening?
I'm just gonna come run behind him and grab his arm and try and help him yank. And just see if I can give you advantage on your strength check.
And then you
everything all
literally
right,
call out to
I will literally
deities.
call out to the deities. I'll say, please, whatever the deities are listening, don't take my knife. You can take my hand, but not my knife.
You hear a cackle, and then everything gives way as you pull the dagger out. And as Shadow Song comes out, it leaves a trail of frost behind. And you kind of look at it and twirl it a little bit, and every time you twirl it, it seems to leave that trail of frost. And when you stick your hand back in afterwards, it's no longer cold at all.
Your knife is cursed.
Your knife is actually now a frost brand knife. Typically, that's only any sword, but we'll go ahead and modify it. So when you hit an attack using this weapon, the target takes an extra 1d6 cold damage. In addition, while you're holding the weapon, you have resistance to fire damage, which you already do because of, being the...
Immunity?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Actually, you know what we could do?
No.
This will be fun. When it is in a square, anybody in that square
Anyone within 5... in
in
specific
that
that's
space.
his defensive thing.
Yeah, when you usually do your defensive and keep them on the ground for people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shadow Song will now provide resistance to fire damage. And then in freezing temperature, the blade sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet.
I was not expecting this. I was purely trying to see if it was something organic that affected it, or...
And then when you draw this weapon, you can extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet of you.
Oh, you just go in and make it all dark?
Yeah. Which is actually really, really cool
Time
for
to die.
an assassin. Sweet.
Death's cold touch.
And I'll just kind of be, again,
Like a sparkle, you're writing stuff in the air. With
it's not like the knives have a sentience to them, right? But he would still treat it as Shadow Song, what has happened to you is something different.
And as you kind of filter through the air, the whistle kind of sounds almost as if it has an undercurrent of cracking underneath it, like ice cracking. as you spend the next 30 seconds or so kind of testing Shadow Song's new song, as it were.
Yeah.
You finish up the mending, wipe away the last of the soot, and there is an image of scales, kind of balanced scales, on the disc itself. And it's all mended and everything. You don't really feel any sort of change as far as that goes, but you feel like you're on the right track for something.
Okay.
Try and put your weapon in this space. Does it do the same for you? I'm not going any more of mine in there. I don't do
I'll let everyone know that I put my hand in there. Feels normal.
I'll take another dagger.
Yeah, nothing happens to it.
Now, are the two plinths exactly the same, basically?
Yeah, they're pretty much the same.
Besides the hole.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you recognize these gods? I'm not religious.
Yeah, can we do...
I belong to a cult, but I'm not religious.
Everybody can go ahead and roll me a religion check.
Ooh. I'm in the cult, and I'm apparently religious.
9.
9? 12?
Religion, that's over here. That's a dirty 20. 19 plus 1.
So, Victor, you actually do kind of recognize this symbol of scales. You've been doing some research ever since you learned about Zolos, and you've learned that his followers used to use this symbol, but no longer do.
Doesn't this seems familiar? Is this not something your god?
Never seen it in my life, actually.
What is Zolos' symbol now?
I don't know. Let's see. God of Justice. It would probably be like a woman blindfolded, like Justice is blind, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is Zolos. Maybe that's one.
I'm not really sure what Zolos
Maybe
looks like.
Zolos is androgynous.
Maybe he's just masculine in appearance.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like a Tenson from Hell's Paradise.
Maybe.
Just change genders whenever.
Fluid.
But yeah, this is like, you're pretty confident from your research that you've done that this is the fly again.
I'm pretty sure this is what Zolos... Did he have like a rebranding experience or something?
He reinvented himself?
Did he reinvent himself?
According to him, I might have been the only follower. So,
was he betrayed? In my research, at whatever point, because trying to understand, because we have the Eternal Gale, we got Zolos, and like as Victor's starting to see more of these pop up, he's at this point like kind of question that.
Yeah.
Would it have said anything about like what happened to his followers? Like if there's a big divergence, or was it just like erased from history kind of thing?
Sure. So as far as it goes, Zolos was not like an original god of Aneria. He is one of the ascended gods.
Okay.
Your research says that he was once a great hero who accomplished a great deed and then ascended to godhood based on that, right? The other thing that you know is that before the Shattering, he was a god of like pure justice, right? With holy paladins of good going around and being arbiters for different disputes, that sort of thing, like a King Solomon type almost. And then after the Shattering, obviously everything gets a little scarce.
Okay.
There's no real knowledge on Zolos up until probably about 50 years ago, and that 50 years was just vague mentions of a deity of vengeance almost. But it kind of matched with the same name, even though like it's a bit different than what you're expecting for
like
what,
Transformers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and I will express such, and those books you lent me, or the writings, it seemed to say something about this. And the sigil, so the one that he has, is there anything else that's fully mended other than the symbol?
No,
the writing of
so the symbol itself is on there, but yeah, there's nothing on the back of the disc. It's just like almost like a statue to the god, or a tribute to the god.
So Zolos must be the god of broken systems, according to these zealots. Interesting. I find out more about this god from others than from himself. It's quite alarming, actually.
Well, with what you said, perhaps there's something wrong with him. If he was a god of pure justice before and now is...
Perhaps he's shattered along with the world.
Doesn't sound the same, at least.
Best to keep a close eye on him then.
So is this like his temple? Or... I'll make another scan around.
Seems a bit chilly. He usually likes the...
Yeah, it doesn't look like a full temple for a deity.
Well, let's see if we can get this door open. Go further. I'll walk over and take a torch.
Okay. So you put the torch...
Place it in the depression. Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I'll walk over and put the torch in the hole.
No, nothing happens.
Perhaps Victor will walk over and take the dagger and hold it out over the depression to see if anything reacts. Maybe it's like it imbibed in power or something. Nothing? No? Oh, never mind.
Can I roll for a clue?
Sure.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to put some... I'll shave a little bit of the rope off or something and get a little kindling in there. And then see if I can just spark it with some flint and just see if something happens.
Even like putting a fire to burn in there doesn't do anything.
Okay.
You do notice that, again, the depression seems to be stained red.
Perhaps it requires blood sacrifice of sorts.
Oh, we have a prisoner.
I was going to say, good thing we have 6 pints right here.
As I just start dripping my blood into the...
Okay. So you drip blood into
it's just
it.
a healing potion. We need to
Be careful. You don't want to make pacts with gods willy-nilly.
Take a D6 or something.
Roll me a D8.
A D8, okay. 4.
4. Reduce your hit point maximum by 4
Oh no.
until you take a long rest or use a lesser restoration on it.
Okay.
And then the you hear this hissing sound like a snake, and then the door cracks and slides open.
Wow.
Is it like a Slytherin thing with like all the snakes up against each other?
Actually, no. There don't appear to be any snakes. There was just the sound of the snake. Yep.
Is this a chamber that's secret?
Blood, flame, serpent. And I'll just walk forward.
My mind is just like...
The stone doors finish opening, and it actually reveals another chamber beyond.
What?
Yes.
2 chambers in a dungeon?
Yep.
How dare you?
How dare I?
Are we? We're doing a double bypass. 2 chambers.
Yes. It's a heart
Is
dungeon.
that a Diablo reference?
No. My wife's grandpa had a triple bypass. Yes, so that's why.
Way to bring the mood down.
My bad. But he's on the up and up.
Yeah.
So.
And on that note, I will walk through the door.
Yes. So important things to know before you do that. The antechamber beyond the door stretches out 120 feet by about 80 feet. Every 20 feet or so, there is a 20-foot wide and 20-foot deep alcove along each wall. So there's 3 on each side.
Okay.
4 of which seem to house great rusted constructs, half destroyed and rusted with age. The other 2 seem to be almost shrouded in darkness, sort of like what you guys have seen with sort of magical darkness. It's pretty
miasma. Okay.
Is there any light in this room at all? Or
yes, there's several like torches and lamps,
And
mostly from the middle where there is a scattering of cots and crates and about a dozen or so people kind of milling about, looking like they're just relaxing after a shift of something or another.
This isn't where I parked
and
my
they
ship.
do all turn to you and just basically just like stop and stare. All of them seem a bit sallow. They almost look like they are thin skin, it's thin boned. They have slimy skin, kind of sunken eyes, and they're just kind of sitting there watching you.
Are they dressed in any garb?
They're kind of all dressed in like this
How far in?
garb.
How far in?
I probably go like
Give me a perception
15 feet before I realize there's a bunch of people. I'm like,
check. Yeah.
That's a 19 plus.
I'll walk in after you and be like, Aramis, have you found anything?
24.
24. You do notice several badges that have a familiar symbol of a serpent wrapped around a diamond.
Alright. Good evening, gents.
Aramis. And I'll try and get his attention from behind him.
We have a problem. Look at those. No shit.
I think they know we're here.
That's your title, Captain Obvious.
And
No, it's not.
Who is this entering into my chamber? Yeah, this is a voice at the back of the room, where kind of it's almost that one's a little bit more shrouded in natural darkness, and you kind of see like the hints of something kind of moving beyond it.
It is servant of Zolos, the Flame of Justice, and apparently your arch nemesis. So this should be fun.
Indeed, it will.
Oh.
Boss music starts playing.
Are we gonna get into a fight then?
I guess. Do you want to try and talk our way out of this?
Bring the shield around. Yep, all of the people around start like pulling out weapons.
Hold on. Victor, is there anything you would like to say before we begin?
Grace, go.
Gave everybody a chance to speak their piece.
Yep. Yeah.
You throw your two odd and
Arminages.
Yeah.
the two sculptures, whatever.
Minion.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, they're still around. It hasn't been an hour yet,
true.
so they
they're
are
probably
falling
just
dutifully
falling.
behind. But yeah, I think with that, we'll go ahead and get into another combat here, and we'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and reveal a rather large battle map tonight.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get some initiatives going here, guys. Preston is rolling his fancy giant
Chunky!
tonight.
8. All right, chunky dice. We're starting off on the wrong foot.
This is a Timber Chad's, Giga Chad's dice.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the table breaker one that I have, right? It's all aluminum.
Yeah.
Well, I have that glass table outside, and one of these days when I'm ready to replace it, I'm gonna
Throw it in.
That's definitely a video we need to record.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be
Table
awesome.
breaker.
But you have to act
7.
like you was an accident.
Oh no! Our table. Oh no! Never mind.
Victor, what was your total?
Mine was 8
I'm
plus
too old
6.
for new memes.
14?
12. Right?
8 plus 6 is 14.
14? Yeah.
Aramis.
12 plus 12, 9.
11.
11.
2 plus 2 is 1.
Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and start off tonight
11 in it.
with the creature at the back.
Pretty crazy.
He starts kind of slithering out. He has a very serpentine body, and he has these large like hooks for hands.
Ooh.
I don't have a good representation, but this will do.
Perfect.
I'm a snag.
Ah, Cthulhu.
Yeah, Cthulhuid.
Ooh.
I'm a
Creepy.
snag.
I love it. Love the mouth.
Come here, Mokday. Come here, Jungle Book. That's awesome.
Did you paint that one?
Nope, that one is a WizKids.
He goes all the way at the far end of the room there.
WizKids mini.
There you go, Noodle Finger.
Pre-painted.
And then move him forward 30 feet. He's going to slither right through the barrels and everything.
You can go like right here.
The grace of a jungle cat.
And then he kind of just points at the group and
He
goes,
grabs
Get
one of the
them.
minions. Is like,
yeah. But that is all he is going to do on his turn.
Guys, I forgot. I'm like half health from our last fight.
The next thing that goes is the creature that's in this slithering darkness over here.
Oh no!
And it comes chittering out. It is a kind of crab lobster-like creature on 4 legs.
Man, bear big.
That you may recognize as a chul.
Chul.
A chul.
Ooh, creepy.
And it is going to move 30 feet towards the closest.
I want to get
enemy?
a saddle and ride this.
Right.
Maybe this
Is it the
ultimate
king?
mount.
30 feet
Therefore
towards
it's-
us.
Yep.
If it's the king, its name is Julius Caesar.
Flipty.
And then the next person to go is Victor.
All right, I will, seeing the immediate danger.
The crazy thing is they're like bug-like, but they're devils. Or,
They're actually
fiends.
aberrations.
I thought they were fiends.
No, apparently they're aberrations.
Oh, we had them in the wrong box then.
Yes, we did.
Ah, okay.
According to this, they are large aberrations. So
I would like to.
Rage.
Do you know where the book went?
is your book?
Which one?
The
Oh, your
character books
binder.
behind her. It's okay if not.
Downstairs.
I think
I'll go
I just can't remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna use my bonus action to drop some blades around everyone.
Okay.
One of them being Shadow Song. And I'm going to just kind of set them one in each
Square.
space.
Okay.
I believe I can do up to
You can do up to your proficiency bonus.
proficiency bonus. And my proficiency bonus is 5, so I'll drop 2 more. And then I'll reserve the rest. So it'll be Moonfang, Shadow Song, Clinge, and Mist. I dropped to the ground.
It always sounds like you're so unceremonious with them, even though like you
Yeah,
need to be
it's like-
ceremonious. You just like shake them out of your your wrists.
Your sleeves are really long.
Yep.
All right now. in
You are
middle
wearing the
fight,
rope
don't
of
touch
useful
anything.
items still.
That's true. I am. I'm wearing. It's like robe on robe action because I've got like through the. There's another robe. I
Robe of
think.
protection or whatever.
Yeah, but that's like my overcoat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use that as my bonus action, and then for my action, I would like to send. I want to use one of my attacks against this guy because this is not a statuette. This is a person.
No, every
Every-
figure in there is a person.
Okay, I want to.
These were the statues we used last time. I'm just reusing them.
I have to use my bonus action for this, don't I? To get them to do stuff.
I believe so. Yes.
Can I use my action to do so?
Mm-mm. Fortunately, you cannot convert things lower in D&D. Do we have Midian Ode out right now?
Oh,
Or are they downstairs
they're
still?
downstairs.
I'll go grab them.
So here's Midian Ode.
Nice.
They're not 100% done, but at least.
So technically, when I first described them to you, I said they were made of mithril.
Mhm.
They're just gold-plated mithril. That's all.
Okay. No worries. So I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah. I want to have it set on those walls. Sorry, it's like getting back into remembering everything that does. So 5 feet centered on, or 5 in a cube, 5 feet on each side.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
So you're doing that on the one of the tool squares.
I'm going to put it on the tool, basically right here between the tool and the other guy.
So it has to be.
You have to
'cause
be in it.
Yeah, so it's only a 5-foot square. It's not actually like a 5 foot in every direction square.
So it's just
So
one
you can
cube.
put it
That's right, I'll put it on the
between
tool.
two squares?
I'll put it on the tool.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to hit them unless they were
So
next
it's
to
going to
each
be the 44.
other. At the beginning of their turn. It does that.
It said, well, debatable, but yes. It says,
When
on here it
they
says,
enter, when they start their turn in it.
because it says, on a point you choose in straight, they take 44 when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So I think
yeah.
it could be debated either way, right?
I don't think.
I know that yeah, I don't know. But I'll do it the way I know in the past we've done it the other way, but that's just my.
I did not think we did it the other way. If we did it the other way before.
We did with.
Yeah.
I think we did earlier, but I think that's. I don't know what the consensus is. But that's just me.
Because the way that I would interpret it is you're not entering the spell's area when it's first conjured, because that's where it's being conjured, but you will end up starting your turn there.
Right.
So let's go ahead and do it, just because this is all fun. We're having fun here.
So
Right?
I am now.
Do it.
let's kill some stuff.
Yes, so go ahead and roll that 4d4.
So
You know what
I hate that I-
D&D needs to do?
Now that D&D is considered a not safe for work community.
oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Wait, regulars r/D&D did that too?
D&D next.
Oh,
is-
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 4,
Yeah.
5.
It's to avoid advertisements
Yep.
on after the whole
Yep, good for them.
debacle.
Play the rules, man.
Yeah.
So that's
Beat 'em
7,
at their own game.
7 slashing damage.
7 slashing damage. Okay.
And then it's just, this is there. I need a Constitution ring. And that's the end of my turn.
A concentration ring, please, for
Concentration, not
Victor.
Constitution.
not a constitution ring. The next group that is going to go are the uncolored warriors.
These ones?
Yes.
The unpainted ones.
Yep.
Thanks for calling it out. Appreciate it.
Well, I just thought it was better than calling them uncolored.
Yeah, so that's true. Yep.
Call them maidenless.
So the one with the twin swords is going to rush towards Victor
Okay.
and take a pair of attacks against you.
Oh, guys. I don't know what to do. 17 AC.
The first is a natural 1.
Okay.
And the second is a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my reaction just to use
Yeah, it looks like most consensus is you don't roll the damage for Cloud of Daggers when you cast it. It's when they start their turn, they're considering entering
Right,
it.
and that's what I like. I know that that's what the communities go for, but like,
Yeah,
to me,
and
it would say
that's
on,
all the way that I would rule it always. I'm not sure.
No, that's fine. It was just like that to me has always been for me. It's a point of conflict because it's like if it was on its turn exclusively, then when did I cast it? I would have been casting it on that turn. You know what I mean? Like the blades are not just sitting there. Right?
The thing is that the 6 seconds happen all at the same time. That's how you have to interpret
That's
it.
fair.
Right?
Okay.
Because it's not I have 6 seconds and then you like
Right,
it's
because
like,
then it would double it. It makes sense. Like, and as far as
like he rushes forward as you're casting.
yeah,
it,
and
type
then,
of
yeah,
thing.
something.
right, and I guess and on a turn that could just be because it's like
Because a different
it does
creature
damage if
moving
it
in.
moves into it on a turn.
So
not necessarily.
13
That's just where
damage, slashing
13,
damage.
yes. And I will do the not evasion.
You also have your 2 dwarves. I don't know how you.
I can't. I have to use my bonus action.
bonus action.
I'm gonna bonus action to get them to go out and fight stuff. Sorry, I always forget if it's uncanny dodge or if it's X.
the most chill combat music ever.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna use uncanny dodge
Where's
as my reaction.
let's see here.
You have one called Classic Adventure, which has just like basic battle sounds that you can kind of tweak.
We'll switch it on over that.
We're in Serenity.
Okay, and then I think that is all that one does. This one over here is going to move forward 30 feet.
This guy.
Yep. Oh. And then he is going to fire off a pair of longbow shots at. We'll do one at bolt here.
A bolt at bolt.
A bolt at bolt.
Actually, no, that'd be crossbow, right?
Bolt.
Which is a 23 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
What's 24? With Yggdrasil.
What have I done? And then the other one at Aramis
45.
is
Misses.
an 8 to hit.
What have you done? You've guaranteed that I'm the one that goes up against the big bad guy every
Yes.
time.
However,
Brother versus
I'm
brother.
also worried that you're adding in a spot bonus that's no longer there. So make sure you check your item bonuses.
I'll
You've
have
done
to-
that before.
I know, but I'll have to talk with you about it, because if I unequip a shield, I go down to 20.
Yeah. So this is a +2 shield with a +2 bonus.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's 24 then. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I
so-
double checked that last time because
Yep.
I was like, wait a minute.
And then that one over there is going to he is going to move forward behind the next set of barrels, and he is going to fire off 2 shots. We'll do one at Victor, one at Aramis. The one at Aramis is a 12. Yep, you just knock it out of the air, and the one against Victor is a 14. So,
Does not hit.
okay, perfect.
I hope not.
I was gonna say. I was thinking. Of
Wait, am I a wizard?
Yeah, I was thinking of the other one that's like AC is 10 or something.
Then we have the 3 bandit-looking ones in the back.
Are they going together?
Yeah, they're all going to move 30 feet up.
Here?
Yep, and they are going to basically fire as a group. So we're going to do 3 attacks on. You know what? Oh, sorry, they get 2 attacks each. We'll do 6 attacks on bolt. As basically a flurry of arrows starts coming out, and you bring the shield around to block them.
Yeah.
And these all get, because they are. The first attack on each of them gets an extra d6 because they are being helpful to one another. They're aiding in a way. The first one is 20, which doesn't hit.
No, misses.
Second one is probably going to hit, actually. 28.
That hits.
Okay. And the third. So take 11 damage for that one. And the third of the 6 is also going to hit.
Okay.
Take 7 damage for that one. And then the last 3 attacks are just without. And that one, these 2 are going to fail for sure. And that is a 22, so that one's going to fail as well. Okay. Yeah, so you just bring the shield around, and a couple of them get through, kind of hit little gaps in your armor, that sort of thing, but Yggdrasil takes most of those off of your back for you. And then Aramis.
Okay. I want our party to survive. Battling with you guys for a while, I have learned that one guy does not get hit. One guy always gets hit. And another guy always goes unconscious. So I am going to cast Shield of Faith on you and grant you a +2 to your AC.
Perfect. And you get an epic die for that. Epic realization.
All right. So I am concentrating on... so I call it to Zolos, and you get like enwreathed in like smoke. You just have like a smoky like armor that's like kind of just wrapped around all.
It's almost like
Weaving
maybe it's like
around you.
billowing to make it look
Yeah.
like he's in places he's not, almost like an evasion.
It's like
type thing.
almost like a shadowy type.
Very cool. Okay.
Okay, so that is
That's
my
your action.
Then I will. I'm gonna stay because I want the dagger to save me. I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Actually, this turn.
Then we've got out of that middle alcove on the right there, another Chul comes charging out, and it is going to go. In fact, it's going to knock over that one bandit-looking one right there, so he is prone now as he goes charging through, and it's just going to move 60 feet to try and get up to the party.
Wise Chul say, only Chul's rush in. I can't help getting in
And-
fights with you.
That's pretty good. I like that. Bolt, 'tis your turn, my friend.
I don't know if you noticed, but they are different posed. I took the heat gun to him and made this guy
Oh,
have
nice.
a bigger claw, and he's like leaning back, his tail's up.
I
it's-
did kind of notice
so
they
it's
looked
easy.
a little different.
because otherwise it's the exact same. My turn?
Yep.
I'm going to move forward. Bonus action to grow big.
Okay. Womp, womp, womp.
That's right.
That's your growing sound.
5, 10, I'm going to move here.
And I'm going to try to hit the Chul
Okay.
with one attack.
Kick him in the butt.
And that is a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
This is some pretty good timing sometimes.
Yeah, this battle music does pretty good.
And that is 14 thunder damage
14. Okay.
plus 5 big damage,
Big
which I think is
damage.
just. I think it's just.
I thought it was fire damage, but
Is it fire? Well, let's double check.
or it's just the same attack, the same damage as the attack itself.
It just says an extra 1d6 damage. So yeah, it's probably just the same.
It's the same thunder damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thunder damage. And he's also disadvantage on anything but me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack this one right here, the unpainted one, as
Alrighty.
well. And that is a 17 to hit.
That misses. You kind of try to stomp down on him,
Does a dirty 20 hit?
and you do stomp down on him and crush him. Actually, he is gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's your ketchup stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes out like the hydraulic press when it.
Yeah.
It's that sound too. He's like slowly, and the guy's like,
Anything else you'd like to do?
That is everything I can do.
All right, the next group is going to go, and it's those archers in the back. They're going to move up to that front chair and or that front table and kind of flip it over to provide them cover. And then again, they're going to shoot at the biggest target at this point. So same as last time, they're aiding on the first attacks here. .22 does not hit. 27 will hit. Just a second here, I gotta roll damage on that one.
That'll turn in our
And
favor.
then
Music
a
change.
30 will hit as well, so take 11 piercing and then
But wait.
10 piercing. And then 3 more attacks coming in. The highest of which is a 21. So,
Okay.
Yep. So again, they just kind of they just start firing arrows and kind of a volley. You're a little bit bigger and easier to hit now, so a couple more get in there. And then it is the final group's turn. And they are actually going to...
These cultists right here.
Yep.
Cultist looking ones.
they're going to back up 30 feet, actually.
So I'm not gonna take a. Well, I am gonna take a reaction to try to attack.
Off of that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just grab it by the head.
Get back here. Does a 17 hit?
That definitely hits. As one of them leaves, you just kind of grab it and crush him.
Yeah. I grab him and
You grab and you feel the shield, the magic shield, and then it just breaks and shatters underneath.
Ultimate can opener!
Yeah.
So 30 feet back.
Brain. Some.
Brain blast!
Brain blast. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. I couldn't think of it. That's funny.
All
There's
right,
that
warriors, call out their
Yep.
finishing move.
One of them is going to point a finger at you, and it is going to cast Hold Monster. So I need you to make me a Wisdom
Not
saving
a monster
throw.
though. I'm a humanoid.
Now that says any creature.
Okay.
Yep.
Wisdom save.
Otherwise, it would be Hold Person.
Oh, not great.
12.
12. You are restrained, paralyzed. Sorry.
Oh
For 1 minute, and then you can make a saving throw at each of your turns.
Okay.
That is the one thing that I can always count on is discuss. They're
Get 'em in
both
with the
terrible wisdom saving throws, yes.
no! Yeah.
And then the other one is actually going to launch a fireball at the back of the room. So the other 4 of you need to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I will use my.
Does it get me in it too?
Dodge.
No, because they're trying to avoid hitting their
No,
action.
uncanny dodge. Dang it. Evasion.
I automatically fail.
I'm
dex
gonna
saves.
add a
Let's see. What are they hitting? You know what? They're just hitting the jewels, so yes, they're going to get you in there too.
do we have to call out if we're using an epic dice before we know the outcome?
No, you can.
Okay, I
you
rolled a
can
14. Is
Okay.
that enough, or do I need a...
No, that is
Okay.
not enough.
How about an 18?
That is enough.
Okay. Well spent epic dice.
Yeah, I don't have any issue with calling out everything like that. So
Okay.
Do a fire spell.
29.
we have
Woof!
maybe
That's some
29.
good rolling.
You're good, and you're not going to take any damage at all.
Okay.
That's technically a
Ooh.
that's a scorching ray, but that works.
That sounds good.
And then bolt automatically fails,
Yep.
and then the jewels also need to make
Their
their saving throws, and both of them do not, so they will take full damage too. So it's 28 fire damage,
Ooh, half if you save.
half
right?
if you
Okay.
save. Yep.
So... Ow.
And then we're going to go back up to the top of the round 2, and the demon is going to move another 30 feet forward. He's going to go through the crater actually, because there's water in there, and he's going to slither a little bit faster as he goes through that water.
So that's 30. It would end him right there.
Do 2 more, because he does have extra speed when he's like swimming technically. So
Ooh.
I'm counting it. And then he is going to do he is going to
Am I
kind of
unparalyzed because I got hit?
no. It still saves at the end of your turn, I believe. And let me just double check.
That's why it's working. Plus 2. Shield effect.
Yeah, no, it's just at the end of each of your turns. So it is going to bring its claws together, and a spout of water, this kind of brackish water, is going to come out and grab Bolt and pull him in. Him, sorry.
All the way? So
Yes.
5, 10, 15 feet?
15 feet, yep. Oh, sorry, technically you make a strength saving throw, but I think you fail those.
You
Paralyzed.
fail if you're paralyzed.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, so go ahead and take... You're going to take some damage. 12 acid damage as it pulls you in. Yeah, it's up to 60 feet on the pole. And then I think it gets advantage on these, right? Or is paralyzed?
No.
Incapacitated?
Any attack is a critical hit if they're within 5 feet of me.
Okay, wow. Alright.
Could this be the end of Bolt?
We shall find out.
Cory's been trying to kill me off for years
Forever.
now.
That's right. Bolt
Next
Jr.
character,
Bolt
Washer.
Jr. He's on a different
Lock that.
wingnut.
Wingnut.
Wingnut. He's on a different plane, and we gotta go save
He's
him.
the little bolt
so-
inside a bolt that's actually like a.
Take
We'll just take your soul
58
stone. Put it in
damage.
something
Okay.
else.
2.
All right, I'm out of Diablo references now.
And then it also gets a claw attack against you, so
Bye, guys.
we shall see.
Oh no.
This is the end.
I was gonna say
of
my
Bolt.
blades, but there's
32 damage.
Yep, I am unconscious.
Hey,
I think that's the first time that's ever happened in this game.
so he kind of rips through.
No.
Oh, the butterflies.
Butterflies.
Oh, butterflies. Okay.
The first.
He has wings!
The first real
It's a
time.
wing thing!
Oh my gosh!
It's a wing thing!
So he kind of rips his claws through you as you're paralyzed, and you drop to the ground, shrink back down,
Oh no!
and then he goes, "You will die before me."
Oh shit.
Then it is Chul. Chul will take an extra 4d4 damage for starting in the blade daggers.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can we put the dual swords unpainted mini next to Victor, please?
This guy?
Yes, because he went. That's what he did on his turn.
Okay.
2, 3, so that's 5. 4, that's 9. 10. 10 total slashing damage.
10 slashing
Aight.
damage.
Not bad.
Okay. And then it is going to rush the rest of the way to Victor and make a couple attacks.
The Chul?
The Chul, yes.
Oh, the guy that damaged me earlier, that was 13, half of that. I need to make a Constitution saving throw for that.
Oh, I never con saved for my
15
fireball
Yes.
damage.
10 or higher.
Yeah, 6, 7, 18.
Yep,
Yeah,
good.
18.
Okay. So we've got the first pincer is a critical hit.
Yep.
Even with the ring, I still forget.
Wait. You can't be crit.
Oh, well, how does that work,
Mithril.
though? Because of my...
What does it
Wasn't
specifically
it armor?
say?
Or
The
not
more
mithril?
specific rule would beat out.
Yes.
Yeah.
While you're wearing the armor, any critical hit becomes a normal hit.
Yeah. That,
While you're
yeah.
wearing the armor.
Yep.
So that
And
seems
then-
like it would.
When you are subjected to a magical effect that allows you to make a strength or constitution saving throw, you can take half damage.
oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't know how that would work with paralyzed.
Okay, so go
The
ahead
critical
and...
hit would be... So it was 58 and...
Yeah.
Uh,
It was 20 extra damage on the first attack from the crit roll.
no, it was only 11, I thought. Or something.
No, I'm calculating.
Roll the tape back.
I'm calculating my damage that I rolled.
Okay.
I'm removing the critical damage from it. So gain 20 health,
Okay.
and then the second one was
This is the Sherlock Holmes playing it out in our mind,
10
and then it happens.
on that one.
Yeah.
So gain an extra 10 health.
Okay.
So I don't think
Back
that
to
would put you
play.
alive.
No, it puts me...
Okay.
So, because you don't go below 0,
Yeah.
you just go to 0.
Yeah, so it would have been 48 on the first attack.
Oh, hold on. Stupid...
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put you at 10 HP.
No, hold on. So 20.
10 HP.
Oh, do you have a record?
10 HP and an epic dice, and we'll call it a deal.
You drive a hard bargain.
20 and 10, right?
Yeah.
So that puts me at 30 if I was at 0. So I was at 20 before the claw attack, which was 32 damage.
Okay, so you would have taken 22 instead.
So you would be at like 8. So
Yeah.
10 is actually... Let's just take the 10 deal, right? 10's good.
So 10?
10 and an epic die?
Sure.
Yay!
And then
Apparently, I'm a little.
how does the
Rip.
The strength on half
Yeah,
on strength.
since-
Yeah, you can gain half that attack back. So that was like 14, I think.
well, but so it paralyzes. I automatically fail strength saves.
But it still
but I
counts
can
as a
still
strength.
make a save. Trying to make the save.
Does it say making a saving throw, or does it say when you're subjected to a strength saving throw?
Let's see. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws.
So what does your armor say as far as, or whatever the other ability is?
So the other one is when you are when you are subjected to a magical effect that allows you to make a strength save, take only half
I don't
damage.
think
Okay,
it
yeah,
allowed
because it didn't
you.
allow you to make a strength because you automatically failed that one.
So paralyze
that one.
overcomes the armor in this case, it
Yeah.
sounds like to me.
Okay. I mean, technically, you could with the wording you could argue the other way because.
Look.
Okay. No. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Automatically fail. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all cantankerous tonight.
Look, you're actually still
sorry.
alive, so
At the end of the day, that's the victory here.
exactly. So the first damage. Did I tell you the first damage already? For the crit on that pincer attack, we got interrupted.
We did, I don't
26.
remember. 26. Okay.
26 piercing damage.
Okay.
And bludgeoning. No, we're doing piercing. That's stupid. They have spikes on the inside.
And it
and-
hasn't been my turn since this,
No.
so I don't.
Unless it's just like bonk.
Yeah. And then give me a. Oh, you're grappled. It's no save. You're just grappled.
got it.
Okay. And then
Remember, you have +2 to your AC. I mean, you were crit, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, but...
the second
Nice
attack
grapple.
is a 23 to hit.
I'm at a 19 AC currently, so that does hit.
Okay. That's 14 piercing damage. And then it kind of it grabs you with both the pincers and then it brings you up and its little like tentacles on its mouth will reach out and start like trying to coat you in something. So give me a constitution saving throw,
Tickling your
please.
face.
And then we'll need 2 concentration checks, by the way.
Constitution. I'm going to use my inspiration
Inspiration.
because that first one was an 8, and I only have This was a Constitution save, right?
Mhm.
That would only have been 11. So this is with my thing. That was going to be 12 plus 3, 15.
15 will save, yes.
15 will save, and two saves. The first one fails, so I lose concentration on the daggers.
Okay. And then it is your turn, my friend, Victor.
Bolt!
My good friend, Victor.
Bolt! You are too far ahead. We cannot help. And I'm going to.
I'm just
As
like,
you're like in the air being pinched. You're far away!
If I die here, this is not my fault. Just kidding.
Quick, drink one of your 4 potions. That's my. My first one.
Right.
yeah.
So
5 now.
That's true. 5 now.
bonus action. I'm going to command I'm going to command my my brain saying Auric. That's a vacuum.
MIDI node.
MIDI node. I'm going to say MIDI. MIDI Ode.
I kept calling them like the dwarves from
Going
the
and
Hobbit.
flowing.
Hey, I want you to aid
Feely and
Bolt.
Keely.
And so I'm going to have the two of them kind of run up and.
What's
and
their speed?
Each of them, there's 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Making
25,
sure.
30.
I'm not a
You can get
liar.
right behind me.
Speed is 40 feet actually. So, yeah. So they're going to run up, and they're both going to be basically taking the aid action for Bolt specifically. So
Can they jump up on this table?
yeah. So
They're construct monks.
So you have-
he jumps up and he just crushes that side of the table
Oh yeah, because he's all
because he's metal. Yeah.
Actually, well, Mithril will be kind of light because that's
That's
isn't that
true,
part of
actually.
his thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
yeah.
So you'll have
Titanium.
one aid action per person. So
Okay.
like if you punch them or if
Well,
he
I have
needs
to try to save. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
he's still. Yep.
Can the aid work on saves?
Yeah, it'll
Okay, so
work.
one of
All of
them
it work on saves.
basically like one of
They're
them is
basically
going
like
to be
patting you,
like doing
it's okay,
this.
it's okay, it's okay.
One of them is going to be
got
doing this, like trying to get the attention, while the other one's
I don't see the
Aiding.
aid option. Actually, that's weird.
For
It
help.
just gives
I
you
think it's
advantage on. Technically, it's supposed. I think it is supposed to be an attack roll
Oh, help. Sorry.
or help. Yeah, it is the help action.
Oh yeah, aid help.
That-
Aid
that's-
is the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Advantage on the next ability check. It
which-
makes to perform a task you're helping with, provided that check. Let's see.
So helping would be like if you're trying to break free of something, they would be aiding you, or if you're trying to, whatever.
Yeah. Roll with roll with advantage for an attack.
Yeah. I like I said, I'm gonna allow it here just because. Bolt's been through enough.
It's been through.
What are you? The king butterfly?
I have found you, my nemesis.
The butterfly king.
My nemesis. And then for my action.
Little did you know the butterflies were part of the blood flame serpents all along.
Right?
Yes. I was planning all the way back then.
That's because they're the butterfly flame serpents.
Yep.
The butterflame serpents.
The butterflames.
The butter flame circus. It's like
just,
butter.
They just
seeing people
absorb
like
them.
wielding sticks of flaming butter.
They're like doing the most dancing.
Like a rave.
Okay, I'm going to use my Thundering Steel. I'm going to use 2 performance points. And essentially, the dagger that was here, anything within 20 feet. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20. So I think that would include, does it say enemy? I think it's herd with creatures. Take 36. I'm pretty sure it's special successful save. Each creature is affected or deafened. Launch other blades at it, create a sonar stone. So, because I don't have another one that's up there. I don't want to hit. I don't care if I hit me. But it does not say that I can choose, I don't think.
It's just, I think it's all creatures within the
So
area.
it's all creatures. So maybe I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm going to use Dancer's Defense. So essentially, spend 2 performance points to cause my blades to whirl around me rapidly, potentially blocking strikes. Any melee ranged weapon against you has disadvantage until your next turn. And if a target is within 5 feet... Hold on. No, I can't, because I used my bonus action for that. I will swap places with one of mine. I'm just going to use...
So this thing is like
bonus action
crushing
as
you,
well.
and you just... Oh, and that's a
It's a bonus action as well! Hold
Oh
on.
no, you're bonus action heavy.
What did you just do?
Oh, I just read something that I didn't know I had. Counter strike. Strike a foe when it misses you for 1d6 per 10 HP missing. As a reaction. Boon of the Warrior.
Oh yeah, that's from the Boon of the Warrior
Yeah.
that you got in the Hollowben Keep way long ago. Per 10 HP you're missing. If only you could take reactions right now.
No. And then in addition, you gain temporary hit points equal to the amount of extra damage dealt.
Wow.
I guess for
I'm
my...
gonna fail every single freaking wisdom save though.
Yeah, right. I guess for my action, I'm going to chug a potion.
There you
Okay.
go.
Because everything else I think is bonus action heavy, so me...
I
Unless
mean, other
attack
than
him,
making an attack, yeah.
But at this point, at 25 hit points, I probably need to take a potion. So, where's the hell is the...
Okay, so while you work on taking a potion and taking the full amount there, we will move on to
Potion of Healing Superior.
the Unpainted Warriors,
So that's
which it sounds like
84
a
plus
great
8.
name for them, actually.
16, 20, 32, plus 8.
40.
That's 40 hit points.
40.
Woohoo!
We've got 2 attacks coming in on Victor
You're
from
back
the
in
one
this.
next to him, and the lowest of which is a 26 to hit.
Ow.
You're no longer in this. And that's going to be 13 damage on the first attack
Is that against me or Victor?
against Victor.
Okay.
And then 10 damage on the second attack. And then the
Oh, that. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
And that was after mine, so I'm going to have the damage on the 13, the first one, because
Sure.
of the...
And then the other one in the back there is going to make 2 longbow attacks at.
Wait. Don't
Aramis.
you have disadvantage because you're down? Oh, wait, you didn't do that because it's a bonus action.
And so...
So many.
There's
I'm
so
all
many
over the place.
things, so many
I'm all over this
conditions.
place today. So the bladed defense, one of them
You don't have.
You,
blade
you weren't able to
defense.
do it because it was a bonus action.
bonus action, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I thought it was a reaction. Wait,
No.
no, I throw out the bonded blades as a bonus action. And when the creature was within 5 feet is hit with a melee range attack, you can choose to have the blade flash in a moment. or deflect as part of the blow.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll just have it reduce that. The first one again.
There you go.
I'll have the first one, then I'll have the second one. It'll reduce it by 1d4, which
Yeah.
is
So
not
one's
much.
damage reduction, one is
yeah,
shield,
one's damage reduction.
basically.
So 4 minus 4, so that's going to be 6 damage for the first.
The
That's and
second.
then half of 13 is going to be 6.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's 12 damage.
Total damage total.
Nice.
Bow attack on Aramis, 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So for that first attack, take 7.
Okay.
And then the second attack is higher
Oh no.
and take 6 on the second one. So just a couple arrows pepper you.
I'm like Boromir now.
That the bandit group back there, one of them is going to stand up, use half its movement, and then yeah, let's do a bunch of attacks on Aramis. That sounds like fun.
All right.
Yeah, we should.
I regret to inform you, this is the end. The timing.
We've got a pair of 17s,
Miss.
and then we've got one that is a 23.
That one will hit.
Okay. Take 10,
Okay.
and the other 3. Those 2 are misses, and then we've got another 23.
Okay.
2 out of 6 attacks hit, and that one is 8 damage. And then it is your turn, Aramis.
I'm gonna charge the Chol and do 2 attacks.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Are you moving at all, or are you just gonna?
I'm just
you
gonna.
got hit
Because
by
you're
one,
right
right?
next to him anyway.
Yeah, if I'm right next to him.
Down.
then- What?
You got hit with damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. Can I?
Yes.
Would I be able to reduce it with one of them? Reduce by 1 damage.
Woohoo! 1 health back.
All you need is 1 health.
All right. So I'll attack twice on the Chol. One is a crit,
Nice.
and the other is a 29.
Okay, so let's do the crit first.
All right. So obviously I'm gonna smite,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what one does.
Rock that lobster.
Like one does.
Okay. So
you do.
let's see. Let's just do the base damage first. Double dice. 6. 13, and then my smiting is 2. That's we're doubling the dice roll, right? Okay.
Man, when Hold Monster hits, like
31.
31.
Not the greatest, not the worst.
This is paying you back for the desert worm that you threw at me.
Brother. Right. Okay, it's time
So,
to up the
31
ante
on the
next
first.
time.
Well, like, hold on.
And then the other attack is a basic.
I'd like to say that I'm Switzerland in this.
Yeah.
Oh, rock falls into your blowhole, you die. Because you can't get crushed by it.
11.
11?
Yeah.
Alrighty, yeah. You basically carve right through its carapace. It's kind of teetering on the edge. You crit, but not with the battle tax. You have to crit with the battle tax in order to get the money out of it. So, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
And then I will bonus action. I'm going to use my.
Is it dead?
Wait, don't you
Say
get
it was-
3 attacks? You get 2 for your extra attack, and then you get
2
your
attacks
bonus
per
action.
action. And then my bonus action. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get my offhand, which
Yeah.
is the.
That's the battle tax,
Yeah.
yep.
That is a 28.
That'll hit.
Okay, for
You know
12 damage.
That's enough. Yep.
All right.
And then you just bring the battle tax round and right through the head and take out a Chul.
Okay, and then
Chul?
Bless you.
bonus action, I am going to
watch my back.
use my bardic inspiration to do the I forget what the flourish is called.
Defensive
The
flourish?
defensive flourish,
Okay.
and give myself 5 more to my AC for the next round.
Okay. The Chul is
24.
dead, so Bolt. Go ahead and roll me another saving throw with advantage.
So
From mini mode.
this will be
Cheering you on.
shoot.
Oh,
I need to
Ode
roll
is
my-
helping you out right now.
Yeah.
Concentrations. How much damage did I take last time? They were all been 10s. I got hit.
9
times.
was the highest.
9 total.
An 8 and then that. That
That will not.
We're still concentrating on you. Plus 2.
Curse your dice.
So you had a total of 9.
Yeah. That was my highest.
Yeesh. Next up is the trio of archers back there. They're going to fire at Aramis because he's got the increased AC. That sounds like a fun. You basically you take out this tool and you just start whirling your blades around, using some of that blade dancing that you've learned, but you haven't
I haven't mastered. They don't float.
You're doing the dagger thing that what's her face does in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, drop it.
We've got 3 that are 26.
Ooh, those all are gonna hit.
Yeah, and the other 2 would actually die.
So
There's
I have 5 arrows in
There's
me.
one more dagger.
And the other 3 aren't going
There's
to.
one more dagger that will reduce one of the first.
Isn't that like
The little ones.
Deadpool when he
By
does
2.
that and then he's I didn't hit a single one.
So reduce that first one by 2.
by 2?
So that's
That's the last
a
dagger I
total
have.
of 22 damage.
reduced by 2, so 20.
No,
Or
that was
22.
after.
Okay. I am unconscious.
Aramis falls.
And you are no longer +2'd.
Hand back your rings. Your ring.
Okay.
You still have your
Oh, wait,
concentration.
I'll give you the grappled one.
I can't do that one.
Here, have the grappled one.
Okay. The mages are going to go next, and they are just going to throw a pair of firebolts at you.
Firebolt.
Which I believe they are.
Which ungrappled still, so.
Yeah, that's not going to do any sort of negatives, though. One of them crits you,
Oh, I crit my pants.
because apparently I'm rolling amazing tonight.
I crit my pants.
Welcome to the Tales of Aneria Shattered Realms TPK session.
Yeah.
Now Fred is going to have to find a whole new group to...
We're gonna go on a quest where Kilobix recruits.
Okay.
Here comes the recruitment episode.
19
We all
on
die
that
in our
first
first
attack.
excursion out of an area.
Damage.
Yes, 19 fire damage.
Okay, and I've already.
Oh, you have resistance to fire damage.
Brave
FYI.
New World. We're red
that's
shirts.
Yeah,
gonna be-
We
yeah,
Brave New World and then died.
yeah.
And then the second one is going to be a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Okay. And that is going to be 16 fire damage.
Okay, and that's halved is going to be 8.
Yes.
So that's 9 and 8. That's going to be a total of 17 fire damage.
Yeah.
Go it.
Next up is the demon. He is just going to... He's just going to take Bolt and slam him into the ground. Basically, slam them into the ground. So take...
So he gets
You
to
can
roll
be
with it. So he can't.
Uh,
I can't be crit, but you can roll with advantage. That's part of the paralyzed too.
I thought it was an automatic crit.
But I can't be crit because my armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
so,
the whole thing we just went over last time.
Yeah, no, but it paralyzed automatically hits, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Auto
I'm
hits,
sorry, I
but
didn't
your
know-
crit
yeah.
negate. Yeah.
So take 21 damage.
Yeah, now I'm unconscious.
Okay. And then it is going to lash out with a claw at, we'll say Ode, which is the male.
Okay, yep, he's the one that was aiding him.
Yep.
Them.
Him. 27 to hit.
27. It does
That's
hit.
going to deal 18 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to reach down and try to bite Midi. It does what the guy did with that paint. It just
Make sure I got
I swallow him whole.
22 on Midi.
22. Okay, she was already at 54 hit points. But the 22 does hit. What's the damage?
22 will do 27 damage.
Okay.
And then it is going to actually take some water, and it is going to try and grab you. Make me a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. My best feature is strength, and that's a 19 minus 1. Give me a second. Pretty sure. Plus 1. So dirty 20.
That's enough? Yeah.
Okay.
So you're just going to take half damage, and you're not going to be pulled towards it.
Okay.
So half of 25. 12. Take 12 acid damage.
Okay.
Then the Chul grappling you is going to make a trio of attacks against you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I crack you open like a lobster claw with its lobster
12 to
claws.
hit on the first one,
Misses.
14 to hit on the second
Misses.
one, and then roll me another Constitution saving throw for its tentacles that are
18
floating.
plus 3.
You're good.
21. Yep.
Hey, Victor, lone survivor. It is your turn.
I surrender.
No, never give up.
Never give up. Never surrender.
A near perfect movie.
It is. I love that show.
I think he is going to
It's the best trick.
throw a dagger.
Please.
Or no what?
Red vine. You're going to throw a dagger.
out the door into the corridor behind us, and he's going to look around the room and say, "I'm sorry." And he's going to port to that, and for the first time, he is going to run.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
Uncharacteristic of Victor.
All of your daggers come flying out after you. Minnie and Ode kind of delay until they are destroyed.
Yep.
And yeah, Victor runs out the door. And I know this is short, but I think that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I think we have to.
I think we have
There's
to.
no other way.
There's
Yeah.
nothing else to do. Like,
Victor-
either we die
Yeah.
or Victor gets help.
Victor is running. Bolt and Aramis are presumably dead.
Dreaming of my lost love.
And we will see what happens next time. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this surprisingly emotional adventure. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what your favorite moment of tonight's episode was, please.
Or least favorite?
Don't forget
Mine was
to,
dying.
yeah.
Most
If
released.
you want to know the fate of these two early, Patreon. You can see the next episode 2 days early once we record it and release it, and
Nope.
all that.
It's only going to
great
cost you
bonus.
5 bones.
Is
It's
it
great.
honorable to run and fight another day? I don't know.
I think it is.
Well, Victor has a lot more
This
on
is-
his mind of
There's
like.
Because if you die now,
yeah,
your
the Baba-
1,000 years starts.
Exactly, the Baba Yaga gets your soul.
And you promised.
This is a very character moment for you.
Yeah,
like
I love it.
Yeah, it's real good.
In fact, inspiration, because I know you used it during this fight.
That was
Thank
good.
you, everybody.
That was good.
That was a good episode. Let's go ahead and say goodnight, and we will see you next time.
Bye. Maybe forever.